Hey girls, Kim Barnes Waterman here. Let's take a stroll back to the Old Testament today. Let's go to 2 Kings 13. Okay, here's what's happening in that chapter. Elisha, the great prophet, he's dying. Okay, so he's laying in bed dying, and King Joash, who is the king of Israel at the time, he comes to visit Elisha. Basically, he'd like to get a word from Elisha before he kicks off. All right, so as they're talking, Elisha tells Joash to take his arrows, and he tells him to open the window and to shoot an arrow out of the window. So Joash does that, and Elisha says, now you're going to have victory over the Arams, or you're going to have victory over them, you're going to defeat them. So this is a good thing, right? And then Elisha says to King Joash, now take the rest of the arrows, and I want you to strike them on the ground. So King Joash takes his arrows, and he stoops over, and he strikes once, he strikes twice, he strikes 3 times, and then he stands back up because he's finished. And Elisha is livid with King Joash. He's like, what are you doing? You should have struck 5 or 6 times. Instead, you stopped short. You only struck 3 times. And now what's going to happen is you're only going to gain victory over Aram 3 times. And historically, that's exactly what happened. Israel defeated Aram 3 times. And then Aram came back to conquer Israel. Wow. All right, so how does that apply to us God girls today? Okay? You and I are fighting our battles every day, right? We're fighting our personal battles. We're fighting battles with sin. We're fighting battles with the world and the influence of the world. We're fighting demonic influences, right? We're fighting for our husbands and our children and our brothers and sisters. We're in a fight every day. And how I want to encourage you today is, listen, don't stop short. Keep striking your arrows, right? You and I are in this for a complete victory, right? We want to see our enemies utterly, completely destroyed. We don't want to live life with partial victory. We don't want to be mediocre, right? We don't want that hanging over our heads. We want to go all the way in Jesus. And if we're going to go all the way in Jesus, that means we're going to have to keep on fighting our fights and keep on doing our battles, right? We're going to have to not grow weary in well-doing, right? In due season, we're going to get it. God's going to give us the victory because he's a God of all victory, and he has made us conquerors. So whatever your battles are today, whatever your personal battles or battles in your family, whatever you're battling in prayer, girls, every time you get on your knees and pray, you are sending missiles into enemy territory. You are sending missiles of faith. I'm telling you, God does something in your prayer life. So be encouraged today. God's on your side, and he wants you to keep striking your arrows because the victory is coming. Be encouraged. You're not alone. The victory is coming. Keep doing what God has shown you to do. Keep praying those prayers and know that God, as you're striking those arrows, where's God? He's going before you. Where's God? He's set a guard at your rear. Where's God? He's covering you with his hands. Where's God? His arms are underneath you as you're striking those arrows. Lady, you're not going to go into this battle. You're not going to keep battling alone. You're completely covered. And I'll see you next time.